You said you got beat up by a homeless man this morning?
No,
That's
it was
fine.
in jiu-jitsu class.
Damn.
It happened Thursday last week.
Fucking trying hard out there is what it was.
Really, yeah.
Would you go against a high level belt and he showed you how shit's done?
No, he was just more experienced and
Okay.
bigger and stronger white belt.
Okay, gotcha.
So he
gotcha.
so we were like wrestling. I was in like softball stance, well for jiu-jitsu class, and then he leg swept my front leg, right? And like I was trying to, I got caught out balancing, leg swept my front leg, and I got caught like this, and he drove down on it and but it got bent underneath like this.
God damn. So how you've only been doing it for what, about a month, right?
Yeah, basically about a month. Yeah. Yep.
God damn, a month, one injury in already.
I know, yeah.
How long were you powerlifting and got hurt? 0 times, right?
Yeah, no powerlifting injuries at all.
And
No injuries of weightlifting at all in 3 years.
I was gonna say you
From
were
weightlifting, none, not a single one.
And you started when you were at Mizzou. Did you go to Mizzou or you went to Columbia?
I moved to Columbia to personal train out there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you were going to school out there.
Yeah. No.
Word. And you born and raised in KC?
Yeah.
So you live with your boys right now, or you live with your parents?
I live with my parents right now.
Oh, cool,
I live over
cool.
by the stadiums in Independence, technically.
Just figured out. And you said you're 24, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep, going to school now at MCC, KC, at Blue River. Over
What are
in
you going there
Independence.
for?
Going there to become certified as an EMT, and then paramedic
That's
school
right.
next. And then try and join up with KCFD.
Yeah, fire department. That's so cool. That when you told me that, I thought that was the coolest thing. I always thought Marines were really cool, and I thought firefighters were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought firefighting was always a badass thing. That's like something I did in a different life, I think.
Yeah.
Not for me in this one, but I think when I always see firefighters, man, I always think that's like the coolest thing. Coolest like working man job. So that's cool. You got any family that does that or anything? Or is that just like you met a firefighter one time and you're like, that's a badass dude, I want to do that?
Yeah, I know. I go to church with a couple guys who are
cool,
firefighters,
cool.
and I know a handful of others, just their gym and whatnot. They're all pretty solid guys, and I thought the coolest job growing up would be a Navy SEAL, right? But I realized I didn't want to like leave my family for that long and be committed away for that long, and I didn't really want it. I don't necessarily have the desire to kill anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if I need to, but
You're out there.
I'd rather to help people.
Yeah, that shit's cool. Yeah, you got to be a different kind of animal to go through with that. Some people say they're really killers, and then they go through that shit. They can't make it through it. I'm not built out for that, but that's like my family background is military. Like my grandfather and uncle both served, and so I highest regard for those guys. I always thought that shit was cool. That's like I'm a big fan of David Goggin. I think we always talk about that
Yes,
carrying
sir.
the boats. Who's gonna carry the boats and shit. I love saying corny shit like that. I mean not corny, but like cheesy. Like, but I think that's so badass. Who's gonna carry the fucking boats, dog? That shit like I don't know. It's when I hear that guy talk, man, it fires me the fuck up. David Goggins is a fucking different animal.
For real, and hearing his story of how he was just beat to crap time and time again as a boy, and seeing his mother beat and his brother, and how he took that anger and turned it into something good is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, and it also and not only that, because his story is like he got heavy, lost the weight, got heavy, lost the weight, got his shit together. So like he got his shit together, lost it, got his shit together again. So it's like it's cool, and then he's just been going up. And I don't know if you follow him on like Instagram or anything, but he's always getting his fucking knees drained and shit. It's fucking it's like I watch it, but it's so nasty at the same time. I'm just like that dude's fucking sick. Like he'll go run a 100-mile marathon or whatever, and his knees are completely fucked up. Like you think people think they're hard until I look at that guy. And he's like, my training partner Jordan, I think said it best. He's like, that's my spirit animal, and I'm like, I feel that.
Yeah.
Like he's a different. People really think they're hard, and David Goggins is like, I'd love to meet that guy one day.
And he does it again and again and again.
Yeah, every goddamn.
It's not like
day.
he does it once and he's like he doesn't do it once and say, hey, I'm this tough man, then he just stops. He does it again and again and again and again.
Yeah, and I think his concept on, just having to do something hard, slay the dragon, who's going to carry the boats, just having something like that. I taken that and apply that to my own life, and then, I think when he talks about doing hard things and challenging yourself, I think when we do that as whether we're men or female, I think just having that like big win. That's why I go to the gym first thing in the morning. I actually hate waking up. Like my entire life, I've always used to sleep. And ask my mom, like, I don't wake up early, so I do that, but it makes me a better person because I'm doing something hard. Like I think there's something to that, and I think if more people did that, I think that'd be, they'd see more progress in their life. Like if they're unhappy, they can't get out of bed. Like I remember I was depressed, I couldn't get out of bed, but I always got out of bed for the gym. So then I was just like, why am I putting this off till later in the day? I'm getting out of bed at 11 o'clock. This is when I met you at Crunch. I spotted you one time, and I was getting out of bed like 11 o'clock, going to the gym at 12. Well, I was just like, I should start going earlier, and then I get out of bed a lot earlier, so my day's fucking started. So that like leads me to my next question would be like, what got you into the gym?
Well, honestly, I was a skinny little kid.
Because you're 24, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got into
So
the
you started
gym
21.
just over 3 years ago. Yeah, I was 21.
Okay.
21, didn't have any super clear direction in life necessarily. I was 25 pounds, a lot of it I would say muscle, lighter back then. I did track and cross country in high school and did pretty all right for myself, but
Did you wrestle at all?
I did not know.
Oh, okay. That's odd. I thought you were a wrestler, especially
If I had gone back, I kind of wish I could have.
I feel that same
It would have
way.
been really cool.
I hate looking back like that, but like that's the one thing I was like, I was so devoted into football because like that was my first love, but like I was never built to play football. So like I like peaked out in that, but I was like as good as I could be, but if I did wrestling, I would have fucking dude. I was 130 pounds, bench pressing 225 for like 8 to 10 reps. Like it was absolutely ridiculous. Like but I also started training when I was like 13, going into my freshman year of high school. My dad got me a Bowflex. Like so, we had like
Yeah.
it was like a chest press, a chest fly. We had like a lat pull down. You could do everything. Every muscle group you could do on there. So like, I would just go in there 3 days a week, and then when I would play video games with my boys, we would like be playing Call of Duty, and when we would die, we'd say, all right, you gotta do 10 push-ups or some dumb shit. So back in the day, just doing shit like that. But yeah, to go off of the tangent, but I think that would apply really well to wrestling. And then like I always think jiu-jitsu something cool, and I talked to you about that last week.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like my next. Once I figure this bodybuilding thing all out, that's gonna be the next feat is jiu-jitsu, because like I can do that for the rest of my life. Like there's people that do it to 60 and 70. That's also why I'm not in a super big rush for it.
Because you got time.
Yeah, I wanna like, I'm starting to take like this bodybuilding thing for real. Me and Jason been working. We're 11 weeks in. It's cool. I got my bloods done the other day, so I found out I got low testosterone. My test was in 220, 225.
Damn, that's low, yeah.
Yeah. The average 28-year-old man should be around like 4 to like 600. So I'm excited because I'm gonna hop on some tests, bring my levels, and get healthy. Because most days I wake up fucking tired as fuck, and I don't have energy. But it's kind of crazy because my strength's been going up, and like I feel like a man. So I'm excited to see what I feel like. That's why I'm glad I started working with Jason, because he forced me to get my bloods, and most people avoid getting their bloods because they don't want to see what's wrong, the fear of unknown. So they want to pretend nothing's wrong. Where like he was just like, I didn't say anything like that, and he's just like he asked me if I ever want to do PEDs, and I was like, there's a time and a place. I'm not in a rush for it because most people rely on that. Like I've been training, like again I said, 13, 14 years old, so like I just kind of been just waiting on that shit. But yeah, I got my results, and I was just like, it's time. It's time. So.
And you might be getting close to the point where you're getting close to, well, it might take you maybe 5-6 more years to get there, but to the point where your natural physique, you're kind of getting closer to that ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Which what I've heard from a lot of bodybuilders who are more experienced, a little older guys who have been on tests for a while, is that you want to wait. These young guys that are just rushing and hopping on gear just to get big fast. It's obviously kind of stupid potentially. But I've heard the advice that I've heard is that you want to kind of ideally kind of max out, go as far naturally as you can, and then go farther.
So I actually heard that one day I was listening to Lee Labrada. He was Olympia, I forget. It was sometimes in the 90s, I think. Hunter Labrada's dad.
Okay.
You kind of look like him with the hair.
Yeah.
It's funny. But he was talking like, why don't people train? You should train your first 10 years natural, or as close to natural as you can be. So like I say that to preface, like I've taken a SARM before when I did 75 hard, and I'd taken Osprey, and I was 27. And that doesn't like affect your testosterone or anything, but like I think you should wait as long as you can. So like I heard that, and I always thought you should take it 5 years. And then in 5 years, if you really keep doing this and you're like, hey, it's time, maybe you do that jump, or you say, let me wait 3 years. And then that 3 years turns into 2 years, that 2 years turns into 1 year. That's what I did. I'm not saying that's the right way to go about it, but I think more people will see. Because one thing I see a lot in the gym, I was surprised to see you a year after when I met you.
Yeah.
Because, in a completely different other gym, because I've been to all different kind of gyms. Like, that's my thing, my favorite thing to do. Like, I would go on vacation and go to gyms, and I would see people that I would not see again for 3 years. And you come and see that guy, and they look completely different. When I seen you, I was like, oh, he looks healthier. His hair looks better. He looks bigger. He's stronger. Like, that's cool. You often don't see that. And if you stick to this, or just going into the gym, like keeping that in your routine, like even if you're just going once a week or whatever you're doing, because I know jiu-jitsu is becoming a cool thing for you, but you'll see that people drop off, but then sometimes you see the same people. Like, I go to the gym. I've only been in KC 3 months now, and I'm starting to make friends in the morning. Like, Jordan's my boy. I got Andres. I met you out there in the morning.
Yes,
fucking Jose. Like, it's cool.
Is Jordan the guy who's like in his maybe mid-30s or so? He's I think, does he go there with his wife? Is that him?
Yeah, he's there with his fiance. Yeah,
His fiance,
he's a
okay.
crazy weight motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah. I heard him in there yell the other day. He
love
had
that
some
man.
heavy weight on some pendulum squats. I think he was going
I
crazy.
fucking love that shit, dog.
I haven't said
I don't know. Some people might not like that shit, but I love that shit. Like, especially when they're working hard. Like, there's guys that pop off their set like that. Like, he only brings that out for his top sets. He only brings that out for like. once he hits that next gear, that's when that shit comes out. Like, it's not like I know a lot of guys to be in there just huffing and puffing and shit. Like, okay, whatever, it's annoying. But like, when that dude does it, I'm watching his sets, I'm working out with him. Like, he's going to failure every single set. Like, there's no like, when he goes to compete, it's gonna be awesome because he's a fatter guy that, you know, he's going to complete transformation. I'd love to have him on the podcast. I've talked to him about it, and he's like coming out of his shell. But you see him; he was an alcoholic, and he talks about it.
Oh, wow.
You know, man, and it's like the best thing because like not that like I could learn so much from that. He's not only 36 years old. He's got 8 years on me, but like he has that also. So it's like when we met each other, most people try to meet people and put on their best act. When we met each other, we kind of, without saying we're both imperfect people, we said we're imperfect people.
Yeah.
And that's the people I kind of want to meet. Like, we're all fucked up. We all got something going on with us.
Yep.
But, like, you should expose that to the world, and then you'll meet more people and help each other with that. Like, my big thing is I've always been a self-sabotager, so I have to put that out there because, like, I don't think sometimes that the work I do is, like, the work I do and the things I get, I'm not deserving of. And that's something that I'm learning with faith because, like, I grew up in going to church. Like, I did the whole communion, confession, all the first like 13, 14 years of my life. My mom made me go to Sunday school.
Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, I got away from that after high school. Like, so I went through some dark shit and like, just, you know, I mean, we're boys with like a bunch of testosterone. We don't know what the fuck's going on. You know, not that I didn't believe in God, but I separated myself from that. But then what I realized is I never really liked church because it was the people around there. What I found, this isn't for everyone. Like I said, I have a relationship with God. For me, I have a dialogue that I talk to Him. I write in a journal to Him. I don't write a journal just out loud when I speak to Him. When I do the podcast alone, I think I'm talking to God. I think I'm talking to my prior self. I think He's connecting me to go and help the person I was. I have that relationship. I don't need church for that. And that might catch people off like, oh, what the hell? But like, I think that's my happy medium right now. Maybe when I get older, I'll be more in church. Maybe I have to find the right church. My other boy, Nick, he talks to me about that because like, he was not like big into church. He found the right church and he like came out here for a little bit. He actually went back to Florida because he missed that. The people he met there and stuff. So like, I think it's dope if you could find that. I know for me, I think what was most important was to find faith. Like, we got to believe in something. There's a reason there's a chair. There's a reason why we're sitting here. Whatever that is, you got to believe there's something. There's got to be a being above that's not me or you. Like, we might be making the choices, but there's paths that are put out for us, and it's not us that are putting those paths. Someone had to create those paths. So like I understand that, and like going back to like the whole church thing, like I think I used to meet people in church and they're actually the worst people I met
Yeah.
a lot of times. And like as an adult, I understand that we all have demons, we all do wrong things, and that's like after fucking up so many times, like relationships, friendships, jobs. Like if you ask me, I fucked up completely everything. That's why I'm able to like be. I know that as our relationship grows and as we build a friendship, I'm gonna be able to be a good friend to you because I fucked up. So like I know what not to do from like fucking up my relationships in the past. But like,
Yep.
yeah, that's my thing with church. It's just the people in there sometimes, and I haven't tried KC, so maybe I have to go with you one time, and maybe we
You
have
have to check
open
it
that.
out for sure.
Yeah, and just try that because like I'm not tied to something, and it's just like I love perspectives, but I'm also not with all the other stuff that comes with it. I like I said, for me, I just wanted to find faith, and I'm glad that like my girl was the person I talked to about it, and she was like super into that. She does like she'll listen to church on like podcasts and radios and like super good, but like that's kind of like my insight to the church. Should I say her perspective on that? But I think as I grow, I think I need to broaden my horizon to I don't know, see what other people's perspective on faith may be.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up going to church, and I'm still a part of the same church. Honestly, I go to the same place that I've always gone to. I spent some time out in Columbia, and before and after that, I spent some time looking around at other denominations and questioning whether God exists or not, and questioning what I believe. And I'm still questioning. I mean, still have questions, but
Yeah.
I've from what I've seen, there's definitely God out there, and I think I've noticed that in my life, there's been times where things have happened that I've seen that there's something out there. You know, there's something going on. There's a purpose for me, and I found the greatest joy to come from serving others. Honestly, I think that's ultimately what Christianity should be about. Is, you know, admitting you're fucked up as a person. You got your own issues, and you know you're imperfect. A lot of Christians go to church and they act like they're better than everyone else, and I used to be that way to some extent, honestly. But
Yeah, that's another thing that swayed me from the church is that because people always like, as humans, we say we're not going to judge others, but we judge everyone.
yeah, oh yeah,
Like that's how we are. But it's us. It's up to us on what we do with that.
I mean, it's human instinct. To
Yeah,
judge
you get
others.
what I'm saying. Like you don't want to judge a book by its cover, but you're still going to look at the cover.
I mean, that's all you got.
Like
Yeah.
it's right there. So like,
Yeah.
but like I don't let that be the stopping point. I always talk to someone. Like Andres, he's my boy I met at the gym. He's a Spanish dude. I'll show you him, and I'll show you him. And you'll see him, and you'll be like, I seen him here. Actually,
Yeah, probably, yeah.
He's usually there Monday through Friday. He's just another normal dude that just goes there. He's in finance, makes good money, just chilling. Goes to the gym just to go to the gym, and he's in there what I would call an RBF, resting bitch face all the time, like just straight like mean mugging it, thugging it out, thug face. And I just went and talked to him one day, and he's like one of the nicest dudes I met, and he's just super cool dude. And you know, it's nice when I see him in the gym because that connection too. I see him more comfortable as he's in the gym. Like he's coming out of his shell. You know, I see his weight going down because we work out once a week, and it's not me doing it; it's him doing it though. It's just like having that one friend and just feeling a little bit more comfortable. I really like Flex Fitness, man. I think that gym is so cool, man. Jason, and I'm not saying that because he's my coach either. I'm saying that because like he's my coach because I saw what he's doing there, and I saw what he's doing in his career. Like I jumped on the bandwagon before he blew up. So like same thing with what I did with Dillon at Colorado. Like I jumped on that bandwagon before he blew up. Like I think Jason's gonna do some cool things. He's always bringing pieces in. He's like even when we're talking in a training session and the way he thinks, man. Like I know you're being coached by someone, so maybe you give your insight on what it's like to be coached. But like what I was looking for in a coach, he looks like a fucking freak. He looks like a gym bro, but he is. Do you watch Marvel movies?
I don't.
Okay, so you're not gonna. I won't give you
I don't
that
watch
reference.
much. I don't watch
Okay,
much
I
of
got
anything,
you.
honestly.
But he's big, but he's not stupid.
Okay, yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
really fucking smart. Like he's dead ass the textbook. Like I just be asking him money, and like I get my money's worth out of that guy. But what I'm looking for in a coach, he thinks about the person first before the result. Like he was thinking about my health. He was thinking about, making sure I'm doing like he could have very much. I came to him with what I think is above average physique. Like I don't think I'm the best physique. I don't think I'm the worst physique, but like I have a good physique. I sit at 195 pounds no matter what I do. like so I came to him and he could have just been like, all right, let's go. A gram of test, a gram of gear, fucking a gram of D-ball, let's get it, dog. You're about to get swollen. It was just like nothing like that. It was like, let's build some habits without telling me he's trying to build habits. And I see the plan through and, it's cool having a good coach because I've been coached by bad coaches, but, you just went through being a coaching phase with, powerlifting, right? You were doing that and how was that versus like, you're going to jiu-jitsu, and that's a completely different sport where you have a coach, and then if you're in a class of 20 people, you're getting coached by 20 people.
Yeah.
So how's that?
I prefer one-on-one coaching, honestly. I miss that. I don't have that right now. Actually, the last time I was coached, I was mentored and somewhat coached by my boss, my personal training boss out in Columbia, there for about 6 months. But he's a bodybuilder, so I learned a lot from him. I looked at my make sure it's on. Okay, yeah. And so that was really good. I started out with a bodybuilding coach. When I first started lifting, I hired a coach right away.
So that's smart.
So I went to a small gym, like a mom and pop type of place, just a guy and his wife. They train people, and that's what they do. So I learned a lot, developed the habits, worked up from 3 days a week, eventually to 5 days a week. He got me eating a bunch of food. I put on like 10 pounds in the first like month and a half and got a lot bigger. But I learned the habits from that of you got to eat if you want to get bigger, work out as consistently as you can, things like that. Focus on form. And then I had a powerlifting coach for about a month and a half, just over a year ago. That really took my kind of put my powerlifting progress into motion. I guess what I've learned from coaching overall is that from being coached. I guess it's good to have. It's nice having that outside perspective, I guess, which I think you can do for yourself. I mean, I coached myself to my first powerlifting meet. I would have probably done better if I had another coach for sure, but just having someone kind of look at you and look at the big picture, I guess, because it's easy for me at least to kind of look short term at like, okay, we're working towards this goal and I'm just going to get there as fast as I can, rather than maybe I need to just focus more on building habits, improve, and I'll get there over time and get a lot farther over time, rather than if I just beeline for that one result.
Yeah, I also think that comes from just you're still young. Like,
I'm
I'm super young too, but like
Yeah.
again, I made a bunch of fucking mistakes understanding that, and like delayed gratification it's the only way. It really is. If you want something long term, you're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to you gotta understand. But you're not wrong for just wanting to do something like that. What I would suggest is set mini goals. So I always think of things like PRs. So when I was going through 75 hard, what kept me on track is we PR'd every single day for 75 hard. Every single day we hit a PR. And you think like, oh, you're gonna just bench press every day? No, like we just picked an exercise. We had the same program, and every day we tracked all our progress, and every different day we just picked a different exercise that we would PR on.
So maybe you PR'd in rep, weight.
And rep, weight,
Okay, yeah.
and then what that does, and again so I was helping my boys, and I was like, so I was a personal trainer in the past, so I took the reins on this. Well, they all called me their trainer and their coach, but
Right.
I just wanted to help, and it was cool because with 75 hard, when you have someone else doing it with you, it's a lot easier. Like if me and Jordan weren't both working with Jason towards the same thing, it wouldn't be as easy because we hold each other accountable. Like we're like you see the difference and we see the difference. It's like mini Jasons. So like instead of having Jason there every day, it's like mini Jasons holding each other accountable. So Jason's like loving it because his clients are both glowing and he's building a community. And then what's cool about that is literally people in the gym are asking me and Jordan about training with Jason. So like he doesn't need any more clients. Like he's maxed out. This guy works full time and he don't need to work full time. He just does it because he loves that shit. And he don't know how to say no either. He said, which is funny. But he's like, that's what I said. I'm glad I met that guy because like he looks like everything. How he looks versus how he is completely different. Like he looks like he should be, and I mean this in the nicest way because he's the biggest guy. He looks like he could be
An
an
absolute
asshole.
meathead, yeah.
And he's not. Like don't get me wrong. Like he's very stern, but like he's also like. I think he's more direct than he is just a dickhead. Like people, and like he's big as fuck. He's obviously on PEDs and shit. Like you see, I used to meet like back in my hometown. I can't stand the dudes and like they're stuck in the NPC forever. Like they're just competing in the NPC 10 years. They think their shit don't fucking stink, and they place the same for 10 years. That's the one person I don't want to be. I want to compete and always progress. That's why I got a really good coach. But I used to have like hometown bodybuilders, and they were just like my perception of bodybuilders and influencers was so bad until I moved out here.
Where did you moved from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah.
But where I lived was Hamilton, so it's the city's Trenton. The suburb is like Hamilton. So like Gladstone.
Yeah.
Is the suburb of Kansas.
Yeah.
Kansas City is the city. So essentially that. So sorry, train of thought. But the people over there were just completely different. And the gym I was going to, so I went to two like influencer gyms. PSA, which is a gym now. It's kind of like bodybuilding. It's not big influencer, but I went to Iron Revolution and the OG Iron Revolution. So like I'm talking 1,500 square feet. It was just a warehouse. It ain't much bigger than, but it was racked up, fucking weights everywhere, and yeah. But it was an influencer gym. And my perception, I won't name influencers I see there, but they're just a younger generation. I learned what not to do, and I always felt like I didn't want to. The word influencer always made me cringe. Like it's not something I wanted to do until I like started understanding we're all put on this earth to serve. That's a side note, but like when I understood that, then I was like, okay, influencing sounds better because I know there's a different path I want to take. I just want to help the person I was. I don't need to help anyone else. If I could help the person I was, there's plenty of those out there. There's someone laying in bed that one day we were joking about being at the gym, and you were like, "How you doing today?" I said, "I'm great, man. I didn't want to kill myself today." Like, I'm joking, but like I'm being dead ass because there was days that I felt like that, and I know there's motherfuckers out there that feel like that, and it's like, ain't no one coming to save you. You got to get the fuck out of the bed and go do it yourself. Like, and we could pivot back to our faith. It's like you were talking about how you lost your faith for a while, and my question is, did you find it when you went through a dark time?
Yeah.
Because that's usually when it's there. But like you have a choice there to either go really fucking dark or you have a choice to look for guidance. And you took, there's not I guess there's no right and wrong way, but you took the way to best serve yourself. Like I can't tell people what to do, but I really do think most people should find faith. I don't care what they choose as their religion. And, it's just. Find a connection with God, find a connection with that, I think that'll help people a lot of times when you're in the feeling of like not wanting to live, you're feeling of like you have no purpose, you have nothing. Well, find purpose. Like that's how I found my purpose, because I always felt like I wanted to help people, but I always thought it in the wrong way. Like my gift is being able to train people in the gym because I've been doing it for so long. I tried to sell that before and I absolutely hated it. So it made me hate training. Like I also lost a relationship. I don't do business with friends. Like it was not good. And we just wanted two different things, but it made me really not like training people. And that was like my favorite my favorite time. So like I just didn't work out. I worked out by myself for a long time, but like moving to Como, I started training people again. I was just like, this is fun. And I would do it for free. And I'm like, this is the best. Because like, one, someone doesn't want to let you down. Two, it's like you're helping someone out. So like it's a perfect balance where like, if someone pays me, it's a headache because they feel like they're owed something, and they're not held to expectation. So I'm like good off that, and I'll leave that for other people. But I would gladly help people just want to lift. But like I found that like that's my way of serving. Like give that away. I was trying to sell that, and like we talked about Alex Hormozy before, and like he says, give away the secrets. Sell the implementation. So everything I know, I'm just like, I just started. My favorite thing to do right now has been live streaming. We're on Twitch right now. Like all I do is just live stream. I want to be a streamer. Like that streaming money, one is fucking stupid, and two, the editing. So like back to influencing, I never wanted to do that because I hate editing. It takes so much time, and I'm just like, and I work for a tech. I'm a territory manager for a tech company. I fucking hate editing. Like and I'm a tech guy. I don't want nothing to do with the fucking editing. So like the Twitch is easy because you press play, it goes on there, saves, and then I upload it. I export it to YouTube, and I kill two birds with one stone.
Boom.
So, but that's been fun. I've been recording my workouts like that. So, and it's growing slowly. So We'll see what that does. But I was reading some shit on how much money YouTube and Twitch is getting, and I was just like, dude, I need to. Again, I can just serve people for the free, give that away, and then he'll take care of me on the back end somehow. So that's how I'm looking at it. But because we all got to eat at the end of the day. But fingers crossed. Just do it every day. I'm also gonna start I'm just documenting me because I might do a show at the end of the year, or I might wait till next year. It just really depends on what Jason feels we're gonna do. He's not gonna put me up there if he doesn't think I'm gonna place. So that's kind of what he says. But I'm also in no rush. I'd love to just get huge, get to 220 or something. That's my goal. But we'll just see how the next months rock. I'm gonna hop on test probably, I think, in the next 2 weeks. So.
You said you tested at 200 something?
225, brother.
Damn. I tested just over a year ago, and I was, I think, just over 500, 510 or something. Which isn't it's not high, but it's
You're still chilling.
It was all right.
Yeah, well, the last time I got it, I was around there, but I was 23, 24.
I might be a little lower now, honestly, maybe.
But, I mean, I can't say it's affected me other than, always being tired.
I mean, you're dogging it.
Yeah, I'm still getting it. I wake up rock hard, my girl knows, she ain't complaining about that. So
there we go, yeah.
If I'm being honest, and completely honest, because again, I wanted to hop on PEDs. Because I think people forget what PEDs actually mean, performance enhancing drugs. So that means it should enhance the quality of life. What people are turning it into, they fucking abuse it, and then it takes away from their life. Right now, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to turn into another beast. I've been rocking on 55%. I'm going to turn into another man at 95%. So it's going to be awesome. And it's something that, I don't drink anymore. That was taking away from my body. Drinking's fucking, everyone could drink. I think it's okay to do. I love drinking with the boys. It's a great time. But, you're telling me if I could fucking drink and break my body down, or I can take some testosterone and make my body better, brother, make my body better.
And everyone's going to say testosterone's worse, right?
I'll put my numbers, I'm going to put my bloods out there, and I'm going to show, because, again, back to influencing. There's no, the first... the influencers I watched was Bradley Martin, Cali Muscle, not proud to say Cali Muscle, but CT Fletcher, Rich Piana, bro, OGs, Rich Piana, dog. He did bigger by the day. RIP my G, but that was the most eye-opening experience, because I learned so much on how to eat and what not to do again. He was abusing the fuck out of PEDs, but I learned that okay, I definitely got to get my blood work so I don't end up like this guy. Early on when I was I don't know, 17, 18, 19, our minds are so different. And with Sam Sulek bringing raw content back, it just clicks. I'm hearing this guy's name on every podcast. You see him on everywhere. He's literally not he's not doing anything fancy. He's literally doing what the influencers I watched growing up are doing. He's just bringing it back. History repeats itself. So I'm trying to jump on that bandwagon and see how that goes. But and then just show people a different way, because obviously he's on PEDs, and I don't know how he goes about it, but I think people could. Science is a no. So I think right now I'm a lab rat. There's very few people that go 10 years without abusing. I've never taken a steroid. Have I used a performance enhancing drug? Sure. But I've never taken a steroid. I'm going to be able to have a clean slate, healthy markers, and show this is what happens when you wait. This is the potential of waiting, the fruits of labor. I'm going to build a crazy-ass physique and do it in a way where I ain't going to die at the end of it. I'm gonna live far past 75. There's a reason that, Arnold, and there's guys like that live, and there's guys that pass away when they're 30. They were running from that. I ain't running from that. I want to know everything. I want to know it all. And I'm going to use all the information out there to fucking build something cool. And what my goal is in the next 5-10 years is build a bunch of a different side. Bodybuilding is really dark, but what if we bring it some light? Yeah, sure, it's not the healthy. Yeah. We understand it's not the healthiest way, but okay, I get that. But I was a guy who was drinking 4 days a fucking week, spending thousands of dollars on alcohol, broke as a fucking joke, living paycheck to paycheck because I was spending so much on the weekends, living life to party on the fucking weekends, completely going to my liver, going to shit. Or I could be buff as fuck and living a higher quality life. Dude, that's the argument. I'm not saying it's healthier. I'm not saying any of that shit, but I'm saying there's another side. And I think people only talk about the dark side, the dark side. Yeah, it's because people are abusing fucking diuretics. It's because people don't do their fucking cardio. It's because people are cheating on their fucking diet. It's because people aren't doing the little things because they're not training fucking hard. That's why they have to abuse PEDs. They rely on PEDs. I'm excited. I'm talking this into fruition because like I know what's gonna come because I put like again 12, 13 years into this shit just chilling for fun, just beating the shit out of my body, and I'm like excited because you hit it on the head when you said we're all putting on. I think you wanted to say we're all putting on this earth to serve.
Yeah.
But like, that's not a hot take. That's the truth of the matter. We're all here to help someone. That's why we have kids. That's why we have pets. Whatever you want to look at. That's why we have teachers. That's what we all are. There's steps to this. We get taught, and then we become the teachers, and vice versa. And then the circle of life just keeps happening. We're all put on this earth to serve. That's my way of serving. I'm not gonna. And right now my job's cool. That's for me. That's to make the money. I don't have to worry about bodybuilding. I put myself in a position where I worked really hard. Now I'm a boss, and now I can take a little bit of step back. I can make some money doing that and just bodybuild for fun.
Right,
Most of these
yeah.
people are doing it for money. Twitch. I hope I can make some money off of this to pay off my bodybuilding. I don't need to make $100 million. If I could make like 50 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, where it just pays for all my bodybuilding stuff, I'm talking PEDs, subs, food, all that, because it's kind of expensive. It's like I spend
Right.
like $2,000-3,000 on that shit. So like, but I think yeah, I don't know, man. When you say that we're put on this earth to serve, that riles me up because I really think that's it. I think that's the purpose of life. We're put on this earth to serve. How you do it, that's up to you. How you want to do it, it's up to you. But like, if you do that, I think, and not only from my experience, I talk to a lot of people now. We all go through darkness. We all felt some kind of pain. Some of it's darker than others. You can't compare pain. That's one thing I learned with my girl. You can't compare pain. You can't compare work. They're two different things. We all went through it, but with that, we're able to help that person we were. That's who we should serve. And I don't know where I heard it. It was a podcast somewhere, man. But when I heard that we're most fit to help the person we once were, it just stuck. Like I was looking for a mission. I was watching YouTube videos trying to because I learn by doing. I learn by researching. I can learn all three ways. I can read, I could do, or I could watch. And I'm like looking, how do I come up with a mission? Like trying to look. I was even using the fucking ChatGPT. Like, what is a mission? Why? Because I know what the passion is, and all this stuff didn't make sense. My mission is to help the person I once was. That's it. And chase the person I want to be. That's it. As simple as that. And I'm not saying that should be your mission. I'm not saying that should be anyone else's mission. But I'm saying if you're lost right now, that's it. Help the person you once was. Chase the person you want to be. I think if we all start trying to help the person we once were, instead of trying to there's all these men out there that want to lead by testosterone, lead by and I curse a lot. I say the word bitch and you hear me at the gym. I say some crazy motherfucking shit, but there's a time and a place for that also, and we can uplift each other without having to be these fucking arrogant assholes. Yeah, I think that's how we build better men. I think that's how we build a better society. I think that's the purpose of life. I think they all go together. I think once you figure out what the purpose of life truly is, and it's not only about you, it's about us, but you have to start with you. I think it all connects. And I can't force anyone to find God to keep looping it back in, but you wanted to talk about it today too, which I'm glad because I don't really put it out there. I talk about it when it comes out. I don't need to, but again, that's why I don't go with church is people have to brag about it. I'm just dude, I get it, man. I've heard the same fucking Bible verses. I get it, dog.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, man, I think I'm glad that you mentioned it because I was just my boy, the only person I ever talked to, the two people is my girl Chris and my boy Nick. Because he got, like I said, he found God because he went through some shit, his own shit, through his own darkness as well, and then found God after it, and but he's real into it. He spends a whole Sunday at church, and I love that for him. He's super happy doing that. I know that's not something I want to do right now.
Yeah.
I know when it's family time, that's a whole different conversation. If I have a family and my girl's like, hey, we're taking our kids to church on Sunday. Yes, ma'am. We're there. Like, I'm like, that to me is a different conversation. Or like, my girl lives in Philly right now. I live out here. We take the next step. We move in together or whatever. And she's like, I want to go to church on Sundays. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, it's totally different. Like, I'm not against it or with it at this point. It's just more so like, of the things I want to add, I chose building a relationship with God versus building a community at church. And sometimes, but I built the community at the gym. So, like, I have my community right now. I'm not saying that's the only community I need, but I think if you don't have a community, I'm sure, like, you mentioned earlier, like, you should just come check it out. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you probably, why'd you join jiu-jitsu? You thought it was badass? You wanted to meet friends?
I wanted to try. I wanted a new challenge, honestly.
Yeah, but then what made you stay?
The people.
Yeah, that's usually what it is. You get the community. That's what why do they usually offer the first one free? Because they know you're going to sign up usually after once you're there. They just need to get you in the door.
Yep.
It's like I'm in sales. It's the easiest door, easiest trick of the trade. Give them a taste. Drug dealers do this shit all the time, bro. In the hood, give them a taste, get them hooked. Sell them.
That's right.
It don't matter if you're in the hood. It don't matter if you're in corporate America. It's the same across. Why does it work though? Because they believe in the process and they believe in their people. So I think that's going. It also got me excited. Like we were talking about last week. Whenever the time is, one day I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm coming. I don't know when it's gonna be. One day I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm coming.
I mean, it's tough because I've realized recently I'm not going to say I've had second thoughts about it, but I've realized, hey, if I'm going to go all in on this MMA training or jiu-jitsu or whatever it is, I might have to take a step back from bodybuilding or powerlifting.
Yeah, but bro, that shit's like, as your older friend now, I wish that I did this when I was younger. Like, I always loved fighting. I always loved MMA. Like, I used to fight in school all the time.
Right.
My mama had a rule, though. She didn't want me boxing. No matter how much my uncles would sneak me, my Uncle Tito would sneak me into, like, classes and have me watch. We grew up on fucking backyard wrestling and fucking UFC when it was, like, Joe Rogan had hair. And Dana White had some hair. Like, back then, dog.
Wow, yeah.
But, like, I never took that step because my mom was always just like, I don't want you to beat up your pretty face. Like, all jokes aside, but, like, that was really what she used to say. And so I never did it, but, like, that was the one thing. To this day, I'm still, like, I've watched Izzy Gastelum, that fight, at least 10 times. Like, bro, I could watch fights on and on and on. Like, ever since my dad upgraded to, whenever Disney Plus and ESPN Plus came out together and UFC was on ESPN Plus, I just got the fight log. I just watch fights. Like, I love that shit. But, like, I always did. I never took that, which it's okay because, like, I also, like, found something else. Like, it's just balance. But, like, I always wish that I tried it, though. Like, if you're going to try it, at least try it. Like, you tried powerlifting.
Yeah.
You liked it.
Yeah.
But you could always, like...
I could always go back to it, though.
Yeah, in a couple of years. And honestly, it's probably better for you to wait a little bit. Because you're going to get burnt out. That's a problem with a lot of people competing, too. It don't matter in, like, in bodybuilding, I see. Like I say, people get burnt out way too early. They start competing too early. They start taking PEDs after a year of training. And their ceiling should be like this, and they only go here. Because they abuse PEDs and they just try to jump. Where, like, if you take your time, there's reason that, like... Phil Heath is one of the best. Like, he didn't start training for bodybuilding or any of that when he was 18. Like, he done got out of college. He was a basketball player, athlete. Then did a show and then did a couple shows naturally. And then he got on it. Like, I think it's really cool because he's been putting podcasts out. And that's, like, my favorite bodybuilder growing up. So, like, it's cool. Yeah, I've always, like, liked the gift. But that's also why I have, like, a different style of training. Like, I used to be, like, balls to the wall. Like, I watch CT Fletcher. It's, like, real hood shit, dog. They're just, fucking front yard lifts, bro. They're bench pressing until they can't press no more. Fucking, all I remember, CT Fletcher, he had this dude they used to call the Hawk. He would have, like, 505 on the bar, and he would do pause reps, and he would just say, hey, Hawk smash. And he did that for, like, 7 minutes straight, bro. And he was doing pause reps. If you ever want to get pumped up for your bench, yeah, my dad put me on CT Fletcher's dumb early. But, like, I watched it like that. But then when I started, like, really getting into, like, bodybuilding, like, more of a fan, I got really hooked on, like, Hani Radbod and Phil Heath, like, the FST7. And he's a ball trainer. He coaches C-Bum now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know you know who C-Bum is.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
I
you're
watch
young.
him. I like watching his
He's
videos.
everyone's idol.
Yeah.
I seen him in person once.
He's a cool guy. He's really, really humble.
He's a normal ass dude, bro.
For real, yeah. That's what I saw.
I
was watching his YouTube video. He had to work out with David Lay not too long ago. I was watching it. Just a normal dude.
If you're watching this in like a year, C-Bum, sponsor your boy, because that's the only, like, I rock with Raw Nutrition all the way, dog. Ever since, yeah, man. When they put that, so when I was broke, I was in Colombia. That's when Raw first came into Walmart. So it was they came out with like the basic Raw Essentials pre-workout. So it was $25 for like 30 servings.
Dang.
Balling on a budget, and it was fire. So yeah, I will rock with Raw. I'm a Raw dog for a while now. They got me sold.
I haven't tried their pre-workout yet. I've just done the protein. I've been doing the glazed donut for a little while.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. The protein's honestly my least favorite thing. Their pre-workout,
it's not the best.
Yeah, is my favorite, but like more so, I'm tied to the brand because they were there for a young broke nigga. That's why I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like them. But it's also quality ingredients, and so like C-Bum was one of the I watched C-Bum when he was coming up, and that was like I was following him when he had like less than 100K followers, bro. Because it was him and Regan Grimes coming up together out of Canada. But, yeah, man. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. But that's it, too. It's like he put the time in. And, you know, when you do things right, that's what fucking happens. When he retires, it's going to be a sad day for the sport, though. But, like...
He might be close.
Yeah, but that, you see, like, there's a whole nother generation of, like, people. Because he has... The people that, like, I like Raw because of the people they have in there. They got one kid from New Jersey, I forget his name. Vaughn. Yeah, Vaughn. I don't know his last name. But he's a Jersey kid, but he signed with Raw, and he's like mini C-Bum. But he got his pro card out in Jersey, and he seems like a nice, quiet, soft-spoken. I watched a couple of his YouTube videos back in the day in, like, COVID years. But I think, yeah, I'm one of the, so, like, people I often hear people talk about, like, what's going to happen with, like, the C-Bum era, like, followers, and I'm like, I'm one of those. Like, there's a good, like, generation of, like, C-Bum never, like, obviously he's on steroids, and, like, when he talks about it, like, on podcasts, but, like, you know, he always says, get your blood work done, and, like, he's very, like, eat your food, but, I think that it's exciting to see, like, more bodybuilders like that. Like, you know, I think I saw this. Do you follow Goob on Instagram?
I do not. No.
Oh, yeah, you have to. He's mad funny.
Goob?
Yeah, his name's, it's GoBU. So it's Goob, but, maybe it's GoBU, but, he's the guy that exposes, like, influencers that, like, edit their pictures and shit.
I might have heard of him then.
But I think that there's going to be a generation of people that are doing the wrong thing, obviously, and I think things are shifting. I think people are doing things that are like, do you watch any streaming? Do you hear about it? You said you don't watch anything. Yeah, I don't really, like, so sometimes it pops on the podcast I listen to, because, like, I really like the Nelk Boys. So, like, I watch the Full Send podcast. They're mad fucking funny. It's like, they're just funny. Like, it's like, it's one of my, but I don't listen to that. Like, there's some podcasts, like, I listen to Andrew Huber, and I'm, like, locked in.
Okay,
I got a Zen I got a Zen on the fucking upper deck. I'm fucking locked in, trying to learn. Got the notepad out, chilling. But there's times where, like, I'm driving from work, and long day, I want something to laugh. I'm going to throw Theo Von on, or I'm going to throw the
Theo
Full
Von's
Send.
a
Yeah,
man.
I'm throwing one of them. That, like, even Drewski, I love when Drewski's on podcasts. He's so goddamn funny. He's a fat black dude. You don't know who he is, man? Yeah, when you see a picture of him, you know who he is. Yeah. He's so fucking funny. I like Drewski a lot. But what else is up with you? How's your week going? You came in with a fucking broken leg. We didn't even talk about that. Sorry, we just went on a tangent.
Got my foot dislocated in jiu-jitsu class last Thursday. Took me a whole 5 days just to get the inflammation down enough to get it put back in place. So, but basically, I was laying on the bed. My chiropractor just yanking my foot around. It's already hurting. I'm like, they're trying to, because I got to not only just put up with it, I got to relax, you know, just so she can, like, so my body's not fighting it. That was not fun. But I got it done. She gave me an option. She was like, hey, it's been 5 days, but it's not great, right? Still a lot of pain. It's going to hurt a lot. You can either wait a couple more days, let it get down, the inflammation get down, let it heal a bit more, then I'll put it back in place. Or you can do today, it's going to hurt a lot, but then you can start hopefully healing sooner. So I was like, let's just get it done.
Fuck it.
Because I've been like laying in bed all weekend doing nothing really, just try not to hate life, but laying in bed doing nothing really, kept my foot up the whole time. And so I was like, man, I was came to the chiropractic office, I was like, man, I got to get this put back in place. So got it back in place, still chilling, but we're worked out yesterday with my boys and getting lifting today, and hopefully I'll be back to normal like Monday.
Did you lift already?
Or
you're going after?
Yeah, I'm going after this. Yeah.
Oh, word. What are you about to hit?
Back.
Oh, nice. That's what I hit this morning with Jordan.
Nice. Yeah.
We got after like some fucking baboons.
I haven't hit a back day in a long time, like just back. I've been doing basically Arnold split, so chest and back, and then shoulders and arms and legs. I haven't hit legs properly though, because I had a little bit of knee injury from wrestling too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like super serious, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get this healed. So I haven't hit proper leg day in like 3 weeks almost.
Yeah.
I mean, genetically I have legs, so it's not a big deal, but.
Yeah, I've been hitting legs with Jason. I have legs tomorrow and then legs on Thursday again with the boss.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he makes me fuck. I don't really throw up either. I ain't no bitch in the gym, bro. First few times I hit legs with him, I threw up, bro.
For real?
It was bad. Yeah, but I don't think it was so much the workout. Like, the workouts are the workouts, bro. I do the same shit he tells me to do. It's more so the intensity, and it's also the time. So, like, everything's constrained.
He kind of just, you got to go.
Yeah,
Because you only got like an hour with him.
I got an hour.
Yeah.
So, or 50 minutes technically.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
you're going to fit what you can fit in. So, like, on a leg day, I'm going to fit 4 or 5 exercises, realistically. And, like, he's not rushing me. Like, he gives me ample time, 2 to 3 minutes, but, like, it was more so me eating. So I used to like, when I started training in the morning, I started probably, I don't know, March of last year, April of last year. But I always did fasted. So, like, and then I switched to a shake during 75 hard, like halfway through 75 hard, because I was like, dude, I got to eat the calories in. trying to get that second workout in, bro, was fucking tough, like, on no calories. And some of those second workouts, we would go play 9 holes of golf. So, like, the workout's supposed to be 45 minutes. Well, we end up playing golf for 3.5 hours. And we're just like, fuck it, let's walk this one. And I'm just stupid shit. But then Jason has me eating what I call baby food, but it's like, it's real food. It's cream of rice, bananas, protein before I go to the gym. It's just, I wasn't used to actually eating.
So the first couple times, your body was like, nah.
Bro. But I also didn't get the timing down.
Grab my drink real quick.
You're good. The first couple times I fucking was just not eating enough. So like enough time, give myself enough time to digest and shit. So I was eating like 15 minutes before the gym, slamming pre-workout, and then getting there. Now I'm giving myself like a solid hour. I get my pre-workout shit in and fucking go and get it now. But
yeah.
What time you gonna be out of here?
Whenever. Yeah. Oh, you had to get back to your question. So, yeah, I started the gym basically because I wanted to put on some size. So I was a skinny little kid, tried cross country. Nah. Oh. Well, I was homeschooled though. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I always had a low self-esteem.
Okay, gotcha.
Super nervous, like.
Well, you fucking grew up by yourself. Were you an only child?
No, I got 6 younger siblings.
Oh, were they homeschooled too?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be weird if they actually weren't homeschooled and you were the only one. Actually. Yeah. Never mind.
I mean, it was cool.
So that wasn't that bad then, all right? Because like if you were an only child and you got homeschooled, that'd be different. But
that'd be insane, yeah. But yeah, I had to. So that's why I got started lifting, and then I had to. Growing up homeschool was dope, but because I got to have higher quality curriculum and more challenging courses.
Yeah.
Because I went to college and the school like did in high school, some of it's harder. It's harder than a lot of the basic college stuff. But yeah, I had to teach myself how to like talk to people. I didn't know how to talk to strangers, honestly. So like when I went out to Columbia, actually that was the main purpose when I went out to Columbia was to basically get out of my bubble and just socialize. So I talked to tons of people at the gym, a lot of girls.
Who told you to do that?
Who told me to do that? Myself.
That's crazy.
I did have a good friend though that I grew up going to church with, and he moved out to Columbia. He connected with me, the personal trainer guy, and who's my boss. So he got me hooked up. I slept on his. He lives out in Columbia, so I moved out to Columbia for 6 months, right? But the first month and a half, I was just sleeping on his couch, and he'd go out of town, so I'd sleep in his bed, whatever, when he was gone. But
that's so crazy because I did that. Like I did that inadvertently myself too. I moved out of my hometown. I moved like a half an hour away, and then once I got a half an hour away, I was just like, dude, I'm never moving back. And then his shit hit the fan. I
Really,
had
yeah.
to move back into my parents' house. Lost everything. Lost all my friends. Lost my job. Lost it. The only thing I kept is my friend Nick and my girl.
When was that?
Fucking right before I moved out here. That's why I moved out here. I was literally living in my parents' house. I had a cot. I didn't even have a bed. I had a cot on the floor because I took my bed and I sold it. Didn't have shit. So I was just there, no work, no money, broke as fuck. And just sold all my tools from when I was an auto body tech and hopped in the car and dipped out here.
Yeah.
But I was listening to Alex Hormozi's book, $100 million offer, $100 million offer, and he was talking about how he had to, when he moved out, he had to get away from his dad and how he had to escape the bubble. So he didn't even tell his dad because he's told his dad multiple times that he was going to leave.
And he knew his dad was going to stop him.
Yeah.
And he knew that his dad could talk him into staying.
Yep. So he fucking just dipped.
To Ohio, right?
I forget where he dipped, but he just dipped. He was from Maryland. No, it was farther. It was like California or something. It was like 20 hours away or something. He said 18 hours. Because when he called his dad, he was already like 12 hours away.
Yeah.
But like I heard that, and then an opportunity popped up with my girl. Her landlord, the landlord's boyfriend also had his own place and was looking for someone. So I moved out there. It was like $300 for rent, $350, all in. Middle of so there's Fulton and then there's Columbia. I was in the middle of it in Millersburg, country, less than 1,000 people.
Okay, yeah,
So I was in the country. Like
Dang.
I was walking up, there was fucking cows, there was fucking everything. Not in ours, but like literally less than like I don't know 3-4 houses. So every morning when I was just walking, I'd see all the animals and shit, which was cool, horses and shit.
You know what's crazy is we met in Columbia, right?
Yep.
I don't remember meeting you.
Crunch, I know.
I met so many people there, but I didn't remember you. It's like that one day at Flex, you said hi. I think it was the morning, right? I was there in the morning. You said hi, and I was like, I said hi because I'm, friendly or whatever. And then you just mentioned we met at Crunch, and I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, I told myself when I moved out here, I said I gotta get out of it because there's two parts of me. Like I'm a hard body introvert, but like I could also be like an outgoing. Like once you know me, like I don't shut the fuck up.
Right,
That's the best way my girl explains it. Even my boy Tyler, he's just
Yep.
like, dude, when I met you, you were super quiet and like out of nowhere, you just don't shut the fuck up. And that's usually how it goes. But I force myself out of that by just going like I see someone, I make eye contact, hey, how you doing? The only thing I don't do it with is girls, obviously, because I got a girl. But
Right,
like,
yeah, for sure. Now, do you think
I ain't gay. That's not why I'm only hitting up dudes. Like,
but,
I got a girl, I respect her. That's why I'm not.
Yeah,
that's why I'm only talking to dudes.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Now, do you think you'll stay in KC though?
So, I mean, it really just depends on how everything works out. I got at least 3 years in KC.
Okay.
So I'm in no rush to get out of here. But like if I had my own way, and like me and my girl, we work out, and because she's also my best friend. Like she was my best friend before she was my girl. So it's like
Hell yeah.
it's not that it's like muddy waters, but there's just like a lot of like we take it instead of like people just really like we're not even technically in a relationship. We're just like, but like we're obviously in a relationship. Like I'm faithful to her, she's faithful to me. But like, we just never like there's just never. We were doing this so long that we took the next step and never put a label on it. So
Yeah.
But like that's why I said like the future. Like I think one day we'll live together. I think one day we'll do something. I think we'll honestly probably be married before we ever have a boyfriend or girlfriend label. It's probably we're probably so far past that.
Go,
But like I think I found someone who like I'd be cool. I'd be cool with her for forever. She's always like. It's cool because I'm always leveling up, and she's always leveling up her own way. She's a D1 softball coach at UPenn, so like she like
Okay,
she's not worrying about me, bro. Not worrying about me like I'm like she loves me, but I'm saying like not worried about.
She has her own mission though.
Yeah, right now like there is no like home is when I'm in her house and she's in my house. It's not like we don't have a home anywhere. Like there's nothing there, but like I love KC, bro. I love KC. I could very much like if I ever make a lot of money, and I always think I'd be a 2-place person. I think I'd always have a place here. Like I think like and when I like sit there and dream at night and like think I'm like I'm gonna buy my first house out here. I'm gonna stop saying I think I am. I'm gonna buy my first place out here. Whether it's a loft or something that I keep for myself or like something to keep away, but like I love it out here. The people I meet, the connections. I want to take my time, and I hope that we can keep talking, and maybe we just keep podcasting, and we just keep just checking it in. But like, I want to see your journey. I want to see you flourish through your journey. And I like the people I meet out here, I think they're just different, man. They're different. And I think, I mean, I guess you can go anywhere and you know, level up. But like for me, I'm an outsider out here, so no one knows me.
Yeah.
If I want to be like a three-headed transvestite, like I can say whatever the fuck I want to be. Like I could do that. Like it's really crazy. So like I just want to be a good dude. And if I just keep showing you I'm a good dude and I keep doing what good dudes do, like I'm good to you, you're gonna be good to me. Like
Yep.
that's what I'm trying to do now. So like I fucked up so much in New Jersey, like I'm over it. So like there's no I don't. It's never been good to me there. Whether it was with the law, whether it was like anything, like work, just nothing good. So I have no desire to ever go there.
To go back.
Yeah. So that's why like I think over here it's like I want to establish myself at KC. Like I will always think like, and just not to keep going on a tangent, sorry, but like dreaming, like I would love like when it's prep time. Let's say I live with my girl during the 9 months of the year or whatever, wherever she settled up, because we always talk about like the southeast somewhere, like one of the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, something like that would be cool. But coming back for this is where I do prep. Like I will always have an attachment because one thing that I always say to myself is, New Jersey raised me, but Missouri made me because I was a broken man when I moved out here.
Okay, yeah.
One thing that attached me that Missouri is Missouri's a show me state. You could talk a big game, but show me, motherfucker. And that's one thing I learned here. Is your actions speak way louder than the fucking words. You can say whatever the fuck you want to these motherfuckers. Especially in my job, because my job is very much like door-to-doors. All these dealers, I work with dealers that have been, they had the same guy for 20 years. The reason they work with me is because I show up every fucking day. I can tell, I could give them promises, I can give them wishes. I don't do any of that shit. I just tell you my guarantee to you is when there's a problem, I'm going to show up. When there's a good thing, I'm going to show up. For the good or the bad. That's my guarantee to you. But like to tie that in, like I said, I have love. Like people like Missouri, like my girls. I was out there in Philly with my girl for Valentine's Day, and they were fucking like I was talking to her and her friends, and they're like, Missouri, why would you live out there? And I'm just like, I got nothing but good things to say about it. Yeah, sure, there's some shootings happening in KC, but I make it seem like it's the best fucking place on earth. And maybe that's just because I think KC's getting the best version of myself, but I got nothing, like even when bad things happen out here, I know how to handle them a lot differently. Like I got 2 flats in a week, and I know the past me, that would have broke me. I was able to just move, like little shit like that I would let just keep rolling, building until it fucked me up. And like I try not to do that anymore, but I think that's because like I changed my environment, and now I'm in a different environment. I just want to keep building, but like that was a long answer, but like I think I'll always have something in KC. Like what I'm trying to build right now is in KC.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm trying to do. I have a bunch of ideas, but I want to take action before I say it. But it's gonna be KC based, not NJ based, not anything like that. Like I don't know, man. I feel at home here, bro. Like, I feel comfortable. I feel accepted for who I am. Like, I could say, like, no matter when I tell someone I called a charge, like, I was a complete fuck-up, like, I told you I fucked up every relationship, and you're still here talking to me. Like, willing to, like, okay, man, he fucked up, but he's telling me this, showing me this, let me give him a chance. And that's why I say it, but, like, I don't feel like I'd get the same energy here that I would get back home in Jersey. So, like, I don't think you get that kind of, like, you don't get a second chance or whatever. You can't, like, no matter where I go. Like, whatever someone thought of me, they would always think of me. And I got tired of that because, like, I grew out of that. And people will always refer to me who I was when I was, like, 17 years old. Or 20 years old. Or, like, they just not who I was. Where out here, I don't even think about the person I was. Because most people think about the, like, I think back to make sure I understand, I can learn from that and feel for that. Like, I channel it. But I'm saying I don't, like, most people look back because that's their favorite version of themselves. This is one of the times in my life where, like, I could say that I'm loving myself. I like myself. I'm not content with where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I have, not that Missouri's it for it, but like the people I was around in Missouri, like when I was going through that shit, like I I had people around me like that just completely took me away from everything. So like when my roommates were home, I didn't think about killing myself. But when my roommates were away, that's why I thought about killing myself.
Right.
But then when I thought about killing myself, I was like, God damn, they're gonna have to deal with this. Why would I come over here and bring them to do that? And then I would think back to my family being sad, my girl being sad, and all that. And I hope that people, I say that so I hope someone can understand that. It's really that simple. Just find that one person that'll be really fucking sad. Someone's gonna be at your funeral heartbroken that you decided to kill yourself. It's really that simple. And I'm not saying that to like undermine people's feelings. Feel your feelings, but like, in the grand scheme of things, though, like, understand someone's gonna be really upset. Please don't do that. And hopefully also, not to keep jumping on that, but like, when you're that low, you have the most to gain. So like, when I was in Colombia, so keep talking about this. Like I was lucky when I had those people. I say that because I didn't work. I was working a door-to-door job, and they didn't pay me my last month because some shit went down.
Right.
That like they were doing some sketchy shit with the chargebacks, and I had to eat the brunt of it. They just didn't pay me, so like got laid off of that. So I moved out here, didn't know what the fuck to do. So I was literally donating blood to pay my bills. One of my buddies literally told me, he was like, yeah, I'm doing it for extra money. I'm just doing. So I was like, fuck it. It was enough to literally, like, I had enough to, and my mom would like spot me $100, $200. Shout out to her. So like, it was tough, but like, I went from that to this year. I have every bit of potential to make way over 6 figures for the first time in my life. And like, it's really that simple by just taking the next step, pulling yourself out of the hole, going to get it, working hard. Like, yeah, obviously you got to work hard and do it, but like, I don't say, again, we're most best fit to help the person we were. It's really that easy to change your life around. Like, all it takes is a year. That's all it takes. And maybe you're not going to be right at it, but like, if you do something for a year and just start believing in that and find something, you're training for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it'll always, like, just remember, just keep that as, like, as The Rock would say, keep that as your home. Keep that as your staple. That is your sanctuary. That's your one thing. Like, that's, again, why I want to do bodybuilding for fun and not for work. Because weight training for me, like, I know I could beat a lot of these motherfuckers, because when it comes to going to the gym, like, you got to pull me out. You got to keep me away from the gym more than you got to get me in the gym. Yeah. Where they got to get pulled into there. You got to, like, when I got to take Mondays and Fridays to go off to the gym, they're the worst days of the week. I strategically plan my days off on Monday and Fridays because those are kind of the best days of the week for me. So like, my energy, I'm not doing the thing I favorite the most, but those days are for the work, like everything. It's like, you know, I see my good dealers, like my days are lined up pretty well. Like, work's still hard and stuff, but like, I found that balance. But yeah, man, there were some dark times. So yeah, sorry, long answer, gave you a lot, but like,
Yeah.
man, it's out here. I love it out here, dog. And I'm thankful for the people I met too. And just like the people out here too. Like, Missouri's very much don't fuck around and find out. Like, down to like being open carry. Like, so before I wasn't like an advocate for guns. I'm still not an advocate for guns. I think they're cool though.
Yeah,
and
sure.
when I see people being able to do whatever the fuck they want, I'm like, that makes me happy. So like, I love smoking weed. I don't like drinking. I don't do anything like that. Like, I'm a functioning stoner, 100%. But like, I'm glad that now in this state, everyone, like, if you want to smoke weed, go smoke weed, dog. Like, just don't fucking get, like, I shouldn't be getting you high if you don't want to get high. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be force feeding you an edible or sneaking you something.
Right, yeah.
Like, no, that's fucked up. Yeah, but I like it out here. Have you ever been out of this state yet, or no?
Well, I've traveled, but I haven't like ever lived outside the state. I'm honestly the place I would want to move to is Florida.
Florida, yeah, that Florida excites me, man.
I got a couple boys down in Miami area, Fort Lauderdale. And,
Have you ever been there?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to
like
party in Miami a lot before it turned into what Miami is now.
I didn't even party down there. I just went out. It's the beach though.
Oh,
There's something about the sunrise on the beach,
There's bitches,
the
there's
fresh air.
butts,
Yeah,
Botox.
for real, there's a lot of that, but it's cool though. All the palm trees, it's beautiful.
Fort Lauderdale's such a beautiful place, man.
It is, for real.
Beautiful women, beautiful everything. Like it.
Everything.
Yeah, man. I'd love to just. I mean, Kansas City is a beautiful place, dude. They got some baddies out here. Kansas City got some baddies. I guess that's yeah.
There's some, yeah.
And you got some girls missing teeth too.
Yeah.
You got the girls from Excelsior Springs.
Yeah, you got the meth heads and all that, but
I kind of look like them. I'm missing a couple teeth. What time you say you gotta be out here?
whatever.
Oh, I didn't
You
know
got a
that.
microwave or anything around?
One down here? No.
All right. Brought some meal prepped it. I was gonna try and eat some point, but
Yeah, we can go upstairs. I can go heat it up for you.
oh, for real? Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well, actually, we might have one down the hall.
potentially okay.
Yeah. And that. We can wrap up whenever too.
Yeah. What's rent like here?
1,500
Damn.
all
Okay.
in. Yeah, no, but like I messed up with that.
Yeah.
So like I had a roommate and last minute he backed out. So
Oh, so it's 2 bedroom.
no, it's a 1 bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had to find another place. No,
Like
I signed a
last
lease.
minute.
Yeah.
You had a last minute how to find a place.
Yeah, yeah. So I was in Buffalo for training. I had like a day left in my lease, or a week left in my lease in Columbia. So I just fucking went out here, and I didn't have much rental history, because that's another thing. If I can give you any advice, if you ever get a place with any of your friends, make sure your name's on the lease, because you need that rental history.
Yep.
Yep. I never thought to put my name on a lease, and then when I was trying to fucking move into my own place, didn't have any. So like it was lucky because she called the people I moved into when I first got out here in Columbia. They put in a good word for me, but I would have definitely got somewhere else, like River Market. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice in here, but like, just it's kind of pricey.
It
And
is
then,
a little pricey, yeah.
but also for what I get, I just got a studio, so like it's 800 square feet, 850. But like, what I'd be paying back home is double that for something like this, so it's kind of okay. But yeah, I would definitely. So I always wanted to live in the city, so I just jumped the gun and was like, fuck it, let's do it. I didn't even look at the place before I moved here. I just picked it online, sent my shit in, and fucking threw a prayer up. But no, I definitely like River Market's cool. North Casey's cool. I think I wanted to be able to see the city. I want the view of the city. I think. So I think then, and I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Hopefully, I don't know. Start an OnlyFans, make a lot of money, and just.
I've thought about it, man. I mean,
You and me both. I can't do it though.
for us guys, it'd be probably most of our revenue would potentially come from other men. You know?
Well, yeah, that's
So
also why.
it's-
No, that's why.
It's that part of it. For
That's
me,
what
that'd
stops me.
It'd
But
be a little
that's
harder
also,
for me to be cool with that, I guess.
Yes, but
Yeah.
that's also why I was just like, I can make a lot of money doing this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like, no cap, when me and my girl go to the bars and shit, the amount of times like a gay guy's trying to buy me a drink or hit on me is mad funny. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not giving that vibe or anything. I don't know why the fuck that keeps happening, but
I mean,
it hasn't happened since
You're
I
a
got
good-looking
older.
guy, though, so it's,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I found out that most. Well, you figure how many times do you see a fat gay guy?
Rarely.
Yeah, because most gay guys take care of them fuckers.
They do, yeah.
So back in the day, before everyone was into fitness, they probably thought I was gay because I was always working out. That makes now it makes sense.
I mean, take care of your skin, your hair, and all that. So it's like,
Yeah, but I've been breaking out lately, dog. I don't know if this stress or whatever, man. I got people at work now. I got employees. It's such a weird world to live in.
yeah.
Be a 28-year-old boss. We're all employees. Yeah. Not as wild as jumping fucking fires. Yeah.
It'll be fun though. I need something to keep me. I have a yearning for adventure, so I never really had much adventure in my life. So I'd figure that'd be a way to like keep me sane.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm almost going crazy, man. Like for real.
Yeah, you probably need something.
I need something.
Well, we all not probably need something. We all need something.
I mean, I don't want there to be like killing, but I'd almost wish there like a war or something going on. I could just go fight. I thought about going over to Ukraine
That's also
as
why,
a joke, of course.
that's why I train so hard.
Yeah,
When the aliens pop up or World War III,
We'll be ready.
I'm first round, bro.
giving them hell, yeah.
I want that guy right there. I'm ready. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Send me out there.
Yes,
Just make
sir,
sure you
yep.
send me some TRT with me. I'll be out there. Fat cigar in my fucking. I'm ready for it, dog. I was born for that. The aliens, whenever the aliens come and take us over, they're gonna look at me and be like, he's one of the cool looking ones. Let's keep him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm training for. Fucking.
You smoke cigars?
Yeah, I smoke cigars. I smoke cigars. That's about it. So I occasionally I dabble in the Zyn here and there. I'll throw a nicotine pouch in.
Sure.
But I used to chew tobacco when I was like 20, 21, 22. I was living with them white boys, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, sure.
I swallowed it one time. That was it for me though. I was 2-3 years, bro. One time I swallowed. Bro, I threw up everywhere. It was like orange and purple. It was not it, bro. I'll never have a real chew in there ever again. But sometimes, occasionally, I'll throw me a Zin. I like cigars, especially when I'm golfing. That loud.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really, like I said, I drink, but I don't really like drinking nearly as much as I used to. Like, I used to enjoy it, so I just grew out of it. Like, there's nothing, like, Jordan is super extreme. He's a different man when he's on it, so he can't have it. For me, it's just like, okay, I learned from him. I don't want to be that guy, and he doesn't even want to be that guy, so why would I want to be that guy? And I'm just, like, I don't feel good either. I'm not really old. I'm 28. I guess I'm older, but like, I just feel like shit, dog. I'll have 3 drinks and feel like shit the next day. There ain't no way around it. You still drinking this shit or no?
No. I grew up non-alcoholic at all.
Oh, okay.
No drinking in the house. It was mom and dad's rule. And
you don't get fucked up now?
no.
Oh, that's usually what happens.
Never.
Usually when your parents are, they don't do that.
I
fuck around.
dabbled in it. I moved
Oh.
out of Columbia, had a few drinks, and had a few drinks after I moved back. I lived with a couple guys up in North KC.
See what was happening to Bill Cosby, and you didn't want no parts of that.
Yeah. It's cool though. I don't mind it. I like mixed drinks though. I don't like anything super. I guess I had some White Russians. Those are pretty cool. That was good.
Yeah, I drink seltzers.
It's never
now,
been my
bro.
thing. Edibles though. I can fuck with those.
Yeah, nah, man. Edibles, I'm a different man. Fuck that.
It's cool though. It's just like
I like the high I can control.
Yeah, for me, it's never like I've never taken that much. I took like at max, I think I took like 60 milligrams or something. So just super light. But like for me, it's like I just took it in the evening and I'm just chilling, you know.
Yeah. Nah, I get that. I've taken them. It's just not my.
It's my kind of thing, honestly.
Yeah, you either like them or you don't. It's not that I dislike them. It's just, man. Sometimes you're just not expecting. You just don't know what you're gonna get. Sometimes that's it. It's the fear of unknown. I'll pop some of those because they have edible drinks now at the weed store. They have everything.
Oh, for real?
They got everything now, dog. So like, my boy put me on one of them. It's a Keith drink. It was like a pineapple soda. It was so good. I was fucking high as fuck though, man.
Yeah.
That shit is no. I'll stick to my cones and.
Bro, when I get high like that, I'm just slap happy. I'm just chilling. I'm a jolly dude. That's pretty much it. But
You smoke loud or no?
no,
PEDs.
no,
Nice. Good for
no.
you.
Staying natty.
Yeah.
I smoked weed for a little while.
Until you're a firefighter, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh man, I got 24 hours to fucking lift. I'm getting juiced up.
Yeah, we'll see though. KC, Mo, KCFD, I'll probably be in a busy area for a while. Busy station, probably
really?
at first. Yeah, I'm gonna be a paramedic, so it'll be.
Oh, okay.
I'll be in
okay.
an
Yeah,
ambulance
you're not
probably,
even-
just
yeah,
going,
yeah,
going,
yeah,
going.
yeah.
So I won't have much time to
Yeah,
live.
you'll be out there. I was gonna say the firefighters.
Now,
chilling.
10 years into working, I'll be able to go up to a more chill station and actually have time to lift, and maybe that's when I'll take bodybuilding or maybe powerlifting more seriously by then, maybe potentially. We'll see.
What's your dream job?
Dream job?
Like if there's not a childhood one, like you want to be a firefighter now, but like what
Yeah.
else? You want to be like a black belt in jiu-jitsu? You want to be an MMA fighter? Like what's something cool like outside the box that you would want to do?
Just on my own MMA gym, or just gym long term. That'd be pretty cool and teach.
I always
like
wanted to open a gym. That's cool.
I like teaching people actually,
Sir,
but only when I kind of know something.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you're in the phase of learning. You're like it's cool. That,
I don't know
again,
much, so it's like
Well, yeah, but you're also putting yourself in the right spots. Like that's why I hired Jason, because like I knew some stuff. I learned ISA, AA, but that's an open book test. Jason is a IFBB pro, so like that's really why I'm paying him to coach me. But the other
you're gonna learn a lot more.
that's really why,
yeah.
because again, I'm a fanboy of Alex Hormozy. He's like, if you don't know what to do, invest in yourself and find someone that is doing what you want to do, and pay them for their time. Jason was like $300. I was like, all right, whatever, bro. Like, I thought, some people charge like a fuck ton. And
How much do you pay per session?
So it's $250 a month, and then $50 for one training session.
Huh? It's $50 a session.
No. It's for one a week.
Okay.
So for the month, so it's $300 total.
Wait.
Yeah, it's a steal.
So how often do you train?
Once a week.
Once a week. And how much? So that's 4 times a month, basically.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you pay for a month?
So I basically pay $12.50 every time to train him with him a day.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll break it down. So when you hear it like that, it's worth every penny. Because I ask,
Wait. Say that again. So you pay, how much do you pay, like $300 a month?
$300 a month total.
Total.
250 is
and you get 4 sessions, and you get his coaching.
Yeah, the coaching is $250. For
Coaching
the
is
4
$250.
sessions, which
Yeah.
is one a week, is $50.
Damn. That's a steal, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. But you got to get in his schedule too. So like, it's not like once you're in. But he's also like very selective with who he takes. Like some guy was trying to talk to him the other day, and they just wanted training from No Nutrition and wanted to train at like 5 to 7 o'clock only in the morning. Jason's like, fuck off. Like, I earned my time. Every one of his persons in the morning had to earn their time. Like I was going, he would just text me and be like, all right, we're training at 3:30. Like I think he was testing me, if I'm being honest. It'd be like, all right, how serious is he about it? But he would have me there at 3:30. I'd leave work early, get there. He'd have me there. He knows I hate training at night. 5:50, fucking there training at night. You can't go in that gym at night, bro. Strip club.
You have to ask. Like, you gotta share machines with people, for real.
Nah, not even that. There's too many bitches in there, dog. You gotta, you
gotta stay focused. Gotta keep your eyes up.
Yeah, I'm good. The dudes in there don't put deodorant. The girls don't put deodorant. They all got fat butts. It's just not a good mix. It's just not a good mix in there at night. I'll stick to the morning. Everyone has a job, a normal job, not OnlyFans.
It's a different.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's completely different.
It's totally different. It's totally different.
Teach their own, but yeah, it's completely different. Like
I fuck with both though, honestly.
Oh yeah, the vibes are there.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
like
just
both
saying,
of
like, yeah, but I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to do leg day, bro. Let's say I'm trying to do a fucking hack squat. Look right in the mirror. You got squat machine, squat machine, squat machine. I'm just like, all right, where am I supposed to look? Like, all I want to do is squat, and there's just ass, and ass.
You know who Justin Waller is?
Nah.
Andrew Tate, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's
one of the dudes that hangs out with him a lot. He's a Louisiana boy.
I know who he is.
He's like, yeah, I'll be working out. This girl, she's bending over doing RDLs right in front of me. I'm looking. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, I'm not, bro.
You gotta.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like peeking, but I'm like, dude, I'm dead ass trying to work out.
I mean, you got a girl too, so.
Well, not even like, yeah, my girl looks at more butt than I do. First of all, second of all, she'll tell me to look at the butt. Third of all, so that's why I feel okay looking at the butt. But like, it's not even that. It's just like, dude, I'm really trying to train. Like,
it's distracting.
Not only that, but it's not. It's what else comes after. Like, I'm trying to look straight. Like, I'm not trying to look at you. I'm trying to lock in. I'm trying to just pick a point. It don't matter where it is. Pick a point and look. And I'm gonna zone the fuck out.
You do the same thing?
Yeah,
you're saying you'll be staring at like one spot?
I might pick this spot right here, and there might be butt there and butt there. Both of them are gonna think I'm looking at them. They both got their TikToks fucking going, and now I look like a pervert. It's like, dude, I just want to work out. Like, what happened to the day where people were covered? I'm always covered in the fucking gym. Nah, I'm just joking. It's cool to see it though. I like, don't get me wrong. The atmosphere is where it's at. But yeah, I'll stay to the mornings. Catch a charge at night. I was just like,
bro,
where the hell did these KC women come from? Even the guys, like, even the guys, the monsters come out at night. I'm just like, it's a complete, like, there's big guys in the morning and shit, but bro, I'm talking about like like all the bodybuilders, men and female, they're all there at night. And it just smells. I'm just, it's not it for me though. Cool vibes.
I fuck with it. I think it's cool.
But you also be doing powerlifting, so you got your little back room over there and shit.
Yeah, it's like a toenail. It's like a own little gym over there.
Yeah, I'm over there. I'm literally I gotta be in the shit, man.
I've been both. I once had so I was thinking about training there, right?
Crunch used to be like that too, though.
And so I had this guy, it was a guy I had trained previously, then before I moved to Columbia. So I was training in KC, and then moved to Columbia, then came back. And so I got him a free session there or whatever. And there was these people all over the place. I will say though, the people were really good about, like, if we were like working here, they were like a little quieter. They would let us use the machine. They wouldn't bug us and all that. So there was respect for like the trainers there for sure. Which is cool.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Crunch was not it for me.
Crunch was fun though, bro. So as part of getting out of my shell, what I did is
every
single day I went there, I talked to a new girl. I went there, a new girl I hit on a new girl every single time I went there for like 2 months, just to like get out of my shell. Because you're not supposed to do that, right? You're not supposed to talk to girls at the gym. It's like a big no-no. But it's a college town, so it's like, whatever. No one cares. But yeah,
Yeah.
Once I was able to do that, I can go talk to anyone.
No, man.
You know?
Missouri's different. They be saying white girls don't got ass. In the Midwest, I don't know where the fuck it come from. There's just ass everywhere. It's just a different world, bro. Ass and missing teeth. That's what's in Missouri, man.
Yeah. I guess I grew up with the missing teeth part of it. So
Same. I mean, I'm missing teeth.
for not myself, but like I've been around that, so it's like not a big deal to me. But
Nah, that's funny. But flex, the culture's changing a little bit, bro.
yeah,
We're trying to change. We're trying to change the culture, bro,
you think for better or for worse?
for the better.
For better. Yeah. Afflex.
Yeah, man. They see this bright smile every fucking morning.
Yes, sir.
I got people working out together.
There's
bro.
more and more people there, though. For real.
That's it.
I signed up just over a year ago. I signed up a year and 2 months ago. Dude, the amount of people that are there now compared to like back then, it's insane.
But that's also a perfect reason for people to uplift each other. The gym is one of the only places on earth where people go in there to better themselves.
Everybody's there.
Whether they know what they're doing or not, whether, whatever, fat, skinny, everyone's there to better themselves. The only other place I can think of is the hospital. And half the time, those people don't want to be there. So, the gym. Everyone's there to meet
And
up.
at the hospital, people are also counting on other people to fix their problems for them.
Yeah. You can fix a lot in the gym, but not only that, like, even when I just talk to people, because I do that, like, I did that with guys. I talk to a new person every day. That's why I remember the name. So I say it back 3 times to get my brain going and remember names. That's why I talked to you one day, and it was an easy one. You were one of the first people because I was like, oh, I know this guy. So I'm just going to reestablish this. And then, sometimes those people want to talk a little bit more, and they become our friends. Some people don't want to talk. They just say what's up. But what I do notice is, like, I see a lot of people, smiling there, nodding, a lot more people working out with each other. And not saying that starts with me, but I'm saying, like,
It's just easy to make friends there.
yeah. You get what I'm
You
saying?
say hi to like somebody once, and you can become best friends the next day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's where it starts, though. I think that's how we change for the better. Because a hot take that I was going to get on earlier from Goob, it just came back to me. He says that if that went away, the camera, if social media, if we went blackout, 90% of the people in the gym won't be in the gym. I believe him. Because I seen it. I didn't want to do the influencing thing because most people that do this always fall off. Like, it's not a brag or anything, but, like, I know that.
Maybe they're not doing it for the right reasons, though.
Well, yeah.
Maybe it's not what they're doing that's, like, not lasting, but maybe it's why they're doing it.
Well, it's cool now. Like, when I was. So
cool. It pays. Eventually, it pays. If you do well, it pays, right?
Yeah, well, bodybuilding doesn't pay, but, like, influencing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, these kids don't know. They're making 50K or 40K, 60K, 70K, thinking they're not making a bag because everyone has to make 6 figures. It's like, dude, again, I was living off of donating blood to pay my bills, bro. But there's full-time jobs that don't even pay that, and they just don't understand. They're just so far fucked. I think those people are going to get passed. I think those people are going to get passed by the real people. I think that's where we're shifting. And that's because I watch content. So, like, that's why I felt like it was a good time for me to come on. Because I know that I can curse. I know that I say the N-word. I know that I say some crazy-ass shit. I say that shit gay as hell. And I mean no disrespect. That's just how I grew up talking. My brother's gay. My cousin's gay. My cousin that was, like, my best friend growing up, she's gay. Got more bitches than me. So, like, the way I talk is how I talk my whole life. But if I talk like this 4 years ago, I probably would have been canceled. But, like, I'm not coming out like Andrew Tate or any of these fucking guys. I'm coming out like a completely normal dude. Like, all these guys want to be fucking high standard, blah, 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 blah. Just be you, dog. Like, we need more people just being yourself. Why I wanted to start a podcast is because people forgot what podcasts were. Podcasts are conversations with people. I'm getting to know you now. Right. There's no gym music. There's nothing. I'm learning. You got to learn about me. I got to learn about you today.
Yep.
Then we're gonna have next time we meet. We're gonna, the relationship keeps going. Maybe we grab food one day, and then we just keep building a friendship. And I think that's the beauty of podcasting, and the fact that people can get paid to do something on building relationships. Where, like, I'm good at that. So, like, I want to lean into something like that. It makes me happy.
And what's really cool is you can just go, like, on Spotify or wherever, or Apple Music, and just listen to those podcasts, and you can listen to a conversation from 2 people that you'll never meet in person, just on the other side of the world.
Yeah, but
who know a lot more than you. You can just listen in.
Yeah, and with that, though, you could change someone's life. Because think about...
Or you can be the one on the podcast.
Yeah, that giving something, but I'm not trying to give any game or anything like that. I'm just trying to talk, get to know someone. And if they can take something from our conversation and learn, that'd be awesome. But a lot of people don't get to see the behind the scenes or the come up of people. I got 5 followers on Twitch, bro. I got like 7 or 10 subscribers on YouTube. Like I got nothing, bro. So like as it grows though, but like I'm watching my views. Like one of my fucking YouTube videos got 53 views. There's some of those with 0 still, and there's a couple at 1, but like one of them got 53 views. So
Hell
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's going, dog. So like,
Yep.
but I'm able to like see this. But I'm also going to be able to show people this. Like I wish that like the day that I decided to turn my life around, I was like, all right, man, you got to stop thinking about killing yourself. You got to stop fucking feeling for yourself. I wish
See,
that
having
day I picked
videos
up
from
that.
then, that would be cool.
Yeah, I got the pictures.
Yeah.
I got me posing. I got that, but I don't got the mindset. I don't got the broken down. You got some of that now. So like, the podcast what was turning into me was like a vent session almost. Again, come and talk to God, talk to my younger self. So I'm pulling from him and talking to him. That's how I thought about it. It's just going through. And it's turning into more, but it's just a conversation, bro. Like, that's all I want this to be. Like, I did a podcast before with someone else, and we tried to, like, do research and all this bullshit, and it's just, like, that's not my style. Like, I want to come in, just press play, just chop it up, keep it pushing, get to know each other, and that's it. Like, just chat, no format, and just hang out. Like, it was cool. When you texted me, or not texted me, when you told me at the gym, you were like, we can talk about the gym, God, that was like, okay, that's literally all.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, good. That's all we'll talk about. If that's what you're comfortable with off the rip, then we'll just keep going on that. And if anything else comes apart, that's it. But like, I just want to talk about things like that we can potentially help someone. Like, that's what matters. I don't care about politics.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm ignorant towards that, but like, I don't have time for that. I'd rather spend my time in faith. I feel like you have to choose one. To someone else, maybe they don't feel like they have to choose one. Maybe they can do 50-50. I cannot. I know that those two interfere with each other for me. Because they're not talking, because you're not supposed to mix the two. And for me, like I said, I'd rather have a relationship with God. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're going to take the taxes out of my fucking paycheck. Like, sure, we all have a say. Yes, I agree with that. And, maybe I have to change my perspective. Not today. And it's not going to be tomorrow. It might be next year. It might be in a month. I don't know. But, like, and maybe that changes as I meet more mentors and stuff.
Right.
But, like, it's just not something, like, I'd rather, when you say God, I was like, okay, I've been feeling like I want to talk about this more. I should probably talk about it. And hopefully someone else at home or whatever, like, they feel that and they open that channel. Because, like, a lot of people only check in when things are bad. They forget to check in when things are good. And, like, I make sure, like, I thank him. Like, thank you for another day. Like, when I'm writing, I'm like, thank you, Lord, for another day before I say anything. Because, like, again, there was days where I woke up, didn't want to live. Now I'm waking up fucking rock hard, ready to win the day. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because without you, I'm not up. Without you, I don't have this. Like, he could have been like, dude, you could have low testosterone and erectile dysfunction today. Like, he didn't do me like that.
Exactly, yeah.
He was like, we're going to knock your test down, but, your shit still works. Like,
There you go.
And maybe that's me joking and being the bad side, and people don't like that, but, like, that's just how I am. But I really think that, we're two guys here talking completely different dudes, but, like, at our lowest points, we look to God.
Yep.
You're a lot happier. When I met you, you were happy. And working towards something. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure, like, I guess there's times where you're smiling and you're hurting inside. But, so, you got to understand, you got to keep pushing. But that smile, like, my boss told me to never stop smiling. And there's my girl always tells me, she's like, I light up a room. I never really know when that meant until, like, I understood, like, I'm not the person to go in there and just, like, talk the room into a circle. That's not what I'm going to do. But I could walk in there and I could look at someone, I could smile, and I know they're going to fucking be like, all right, I got this, brother. Well, I don't know what the fuck it is, but I know, like, that's my gift from God. It's nothing else. Sure, I'm pretty and I got some other stuff, but, like, I really believe, like, as I'm getting more spiritual and, like, trying to find that and, like, find what the gifts are, like, I really think that's what it is. Like, it's not the power of positivity, but it's the power to smile through the bullshit. And brighten up someone else's
People
day.
need that.
Yeah. Because, there's, like, yesterday, I got done at the gym and I went at night, and I hate going at night. I was mad.
What time was it?
It was like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And all I did was cardio, but like I listen to headphones and I'm just a completely different person. Like it's a gift and a curse. Like, I could really lock in, but like when I'm locked in, I'm like, I just came home, someone just fucking slaughtered my family. There's one knife on the floor and it's just me and him there.
Yeah.
That's like where I go. So like I tried to, like it's extreme. It's fucking sick. It's sick. I mean I used to think about killing, like jumping off of a bridge. Like my roommate used to have a deagle sitting there at our fucking dinner table, and I used to sit there eating my fucking food, and I'm just like, not gonna be today, motherfucker. Like just look at it. I used to be driving and I see an 18-wheeler driving past on the fucking highway, and I'm just like, today. Why don't I just jump out and fucking hit it? So like it's different for me. It's extreme, but like I've seen like. I'm creative, but like I've seen some fucking pictures, some sick shit. So when I put them headphones in, just to say all that, when I put the headphones in, man, it gets scary. It's a scary. I'm good, man. I don't need them to work out, which I'm lucky that
Right.
I can get into that zone for that minute or 2 minutes and get out of it. But
I'm one of those guys, like, I kind of need, I mean, I can lift without the headphones, but if I'm doing that, I got to be working out with somebody.
Yeah.
But if I'm by myself, it's like, I got 2 minutes. I'm going to war, I'm going to kill somebody. And I think about literally killing somebody like, while I'm doing my
yeah. So you get it.
It works. I'm thinking of like blood just dripping.
Yeah.
I mean, do what you gotta do, and then, or I'm just vibing. Got some nice hard style on. I'm just like I'm in a club type of thing. But,
I think as you grow though, because most people don't have both those.
Yeah.
But as you grow, you're gonna learn how to turn that switch on and off. Because I didn't have it. Like I've always been one or the other. So now like I learn to how like turn it on and off. But boy, it's a gift. Like, if you can lean into that darkness a lot, like, that pain you feel is, like...
It's a weapon.
Yeah, it's a tool, weapon, whatever you want to call it. I mean...
Dr. Mosey talked about it, too. He said, with... did he talk about, like, it was a rabbit, right? Either the carrot in front or, like, the cat behind. Yeah. He felt like the cat behind. The danger, the pain even. That he was like, he had something he hated that he wanted to run from rather than something he's going for at first. That drove him, and it worked.
Yeah. I mean, and so I heard that, and the way I think about it is I killed the person I was, and I'm running away from murder.
Yeah.
So, like, yes, I know what you're talking about, and I took it one extreme. Like, very few concepts. Sometimes I let the concepts be the concept. What they thought is how I take it. Sometimes it, like, hits, and I'm just like, oh, wait, I can implement this, like, now. Like, sometimes I just hear it, and I'm just like, okay, turn the switch on, and I'm like, how do I implement it? And when I heard that, I was just like, yeah, I killed myself, and I ran from him. I no longer think about killing myself every day.
That's powerful. Yeah.
I no longer feel sorry for myself. I no longer think that I have to be the hardest worker in the room. I no longer think that I have to be sympathetic, but can be empathetic. So, like, it's just... I don't know, things you learn by going through things. Like, I've had friends that fucked me over. If I let that stop me, like, if I just was like, I'll never make friends with anyone ever again, I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met Jordan. I wouldn't have met Jason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just
let one bad situation or a bunch of them change how you act forever rather than separating it and just taking it as a lesson to learn from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fucking long one, dog.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually like a 30
There's not even that much we talked about, though, for real.
No.
And you pretty much did most of the talking.
Sorry,
I'm
bro.
not always a man of, like, a lot of words. Not always.
Oh, I can do talking, man. Especially, that's why I like this, because it's mine.
Yeah.
It's it's comforting, like, but I want to keep it super simple. Like, I don't want to do all the mics or anything. We got a fucking camera there. It's my phone. It's not even a camera. And just keep it simple and make people feel comfortable, because I don't know, I feel like that's how you give your authentic self. And you said you're not much of a talker, but the next time I have you, it's the first time around, bro. Because like,
it's my first time, yeah. First time on a podcast, So.
Yeah, like, even with my boys, like, my boy Nick called me out. He was like, why are you so nervous when you start things? And just, like, as I kept doing them, like, I get, like, not that I'm good at them, but I just get a little bit more better. And I'm just like, okay, I got to skip the intro and go right into it. And some people are thrown off by that, and I'm just like, just
I was
talk.
almost thrown off by it,
Yeah,
but I was like, hey,
go, bro.
we're just rolling,
go.
we're chilling.
It's just a lot easier than trying to like. You just got to work through it. Just talk. Just
Yeah.
act like we're talking, bro. That's why I said when I was out there, I was actually half debating to just start with my phone in my hand and just go out there with the mics and just say, "Here, bro," because like and just talk off there. Because how am I gonna say someone and not see how you doing, bro? You get what I'm saying? Like, and then you walk in with a fucking, you're over here in a fucking crutch. I'm like, oh, I'm about to have a conversation before the conversation.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I appreciate you coming through.
For sure, yeah.
But
My
yeah, I mean,
pleasure.
whenever, dog, we'll just come in.
I want to talk about. Sometimes I want to talk about like relationships and all that too. That's that side of life too. Just in general, also with girls and whatnot too. That's something I find interesting.
Now or later.
We do it later. Yeah.
Word. We'll talk about that, and then I'm sure we can get a whole another relationship because yeah, that's I'm not really a drug addict. I guess I'm a little addicted to that money, that grind. Not really an alcoholic, but man, I do love women. Like that's how I know I ain't gay, and it's cool if you are like
Yeah.
like whoever, I don't care, but
Yeah,
like
I'm
I
sure,
know
yeah.
what I like. Like
Yeah.
I love women, dog. Like I could just like and again super comfortable with my girl, and like I don't mean to say this disrespectful, but like I can look at someone and I'm just like, oh, nice, and that's it. Like I don't need to like. But there was a time where it wasn't like that. Like again, and this we'll talk about that another. But that's what I say. Yeah, I talk about women. I was a bad guy, a decent guy, and then now I'm a really good guy, and I can confidently say that.
Yeah.
And well, and, you know, we all make mistakes, but word, man, I really appreciate you fucking
Yeah, for sure.
coming through, because it's not easy to ask someone to fucking come and do this. People are fucking nervous.
Yeah. I just like talking about life and all that, and I don't think I'm perfect or anyone else is really. So